Welcome everybody, my name is Misty Slash Connexia and this is the 5 anime of the week. If you're brand new to this show, this is a series that I try to do weekly. Did one last week, hopefully I can get back into doing them now more so that I have a little bit more time. If you don't know how this works, I pick 5 anime at random on the website that is MyAnimeList. If you are not familiar with MyAnimeList, it is a database that is really wide, conferring like all of the ever created anime, and sometimes even outside of Japan. However, on MyAnimeList there is not a function that you could have a random button, so I had to install one. It is with the help of a user script that's really techy, so if you want to look into that, feel free to do so on your own time. Otherwise, believe in the me that believes in you, and we will pick a random anime and take it from there. So the very first one that we are gonna get is gonna be cool. Alright, that's a movie that came out mid-2000. Was kind of underrated because back then anime wasn't as big, so I'm glad I get a chance to cover it. So let's play the clip and let's take it from there. Entry number 1, Origin Spirits of the Past. I think I went into this movie with so little expectation that I found myself enjoying it quite a lot. First of all, the visuals are stunning. The plot had this overglowing Ghibli ambience like in Princess Mononoke or Nausicaa, and after seeing King of Thorns, I have developed a pretty big interest in those human versus nature type of anime. The story revolves around a world that has been taken over by plant frenzies. Agito is a villager who discovers a little girl who has a special ability, but when she's taken captive, Agito has to make a pact with the nature to try and rescue his village, the girl, and the forest. The movie is a bit outdated, but I feel like it aged super well, and therefore I give it an 8 out of 10. Great for start. So let's keep going. Want to see something that's not usually covered, so hopefully, well, I mean, it's not even out. I can't use that one. The footage is not available, so unless you want to see a black screen with me just talking over it for a little bit, let's pick something that's actually available. Random anime, something that's not too far off, because again, alright. Garden Centers. Kara no Kyokai is a series of movies. It started, I think around like 2007. Let's try to find it. I'm gonna search. Hold for me for a second. They have the first movie right here. Yeah, 2007. Yeah, I wasn't off. I think it's a compilation of 8 movies. Really good selection. The stories are amazing. They kind of feel in the same world building universe of Fate Stay Night, so I mean, by not getting the very first one, we kind of stay in the same realm. So yeah, let's talk about Kara no Kyokai. Should I start with the first one, or you know what? No, we got number 4, so we're gonna use footage from number 4. Let's play the clip!
Hi, Awazaki Shoujo.
どうしたの?
いえ、その電話の時の雰囲気とは違うなって。
Entry number 2, Kara no Kyokai. Garden of Sinners is a series of animated movies, 8 of them to be more precise, and as previously stated, it's a show that happens in the same universe as Fate Stay Night does. So, as you might expect it, the chronological orders is all bunkers. You could watch as the broadcast order did, and honestly, that's what I always recommend. But if you'd rather have the storyline, movie number 4 is actually right after movie number 2, which is the first one. It's confusing, so don't bother too much about it. The plot revolves around a paranormal detective agency whose focus has shifted towards a bunch of suicides committed lately. All of them done in the same manner, teenage girl jumping from the top of a skyscraper in Japan because One Direction was not planned to have a concert there. The movie are beautifully stunning and the plot is mighty intriguing. I'd give this one a 9 out of 10.
一人なんだってことを。今は性の実感さえつかめていないだろうけど、
Alright, 2 fun selections so far, albeit both of them are movies, so let's see if we can get maybe a TV series? Okay, yeah. Isn't that the Chinese one? Yeah, it is. Okay, Lose Time. It was about, if I remember correctly, it was about someone playing League of Legends. I think so. It was a MOBA. It's a Chinese anime. When I say Chinese anime, it means that it's a Chinese dub with Japanese subtitle with the English subtitles over it. So it gets a little bit crowded, but you'll see in the clip. Just play that. We'll see where it goes.
为什么每次都是我来拿外卖啊？
敌军还有30秒到达战场。
什么？这帮混蛋又不懂。
Entry number 3, Lose Should Die. Lose Should Die or Lose Time is a weird quote-unquote anime. Like I said, it's a Chinese anime with Chinese dabs. It strives to be a lot of things except being serious. The anime parodies a lot of other shows like Generic Harem, where the protagonists walk in on girls changing, or even Pokemon. The production quality is limited at best, and it shows a lot of reference to the game League of Legends. If you have no clue who the characters in the MOBA are, or what a jungler, a support, or an ADC is, a lot of jokes will fall flat on you. But if those are all notes that strike your chord, you might enjoy it. Episodes are short, you'll be able to go through them at a pretty rapid pace, so let me know what you think once you're done with it. However, since it's so niche, I'll give it a 4 out of 10, because I don't think a lot of people would appreciate it.
我一紧张，给藏哪儿了？
The next one, which is gonna be super interesting, won't it? Won't it? Camellia. Okay. I have no clue what this one is. I'm gonna be straight with you. I see panties. I see panties. So, oh, it's a hentai. Oh, that explains it. Can't take that one. I'm sorry. Let's. You know what? Maybe I could take this one and just like leave the. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Let's talk about Camila. And I'll try to use footage that I can. I'm gonna be straight with you guys. I have never seen it, so I have to go ahead and kind of read about. Well, not read. Okay, I'm gonna have to go and watch it. I'm gonna try to find it. I'm gonna try to download it, and I'm gonna put it in a way that you guys can watch it. So hopefully we get something out of this today. If not, then watch it on your own time. But otherwise, I mean, it's porn. Let's play the clip.
アゲハ、次回はこの僕に任せて。お願いね。私はこちらのお相手をするわ。ありがとう。
Entry number 4, Camila. Well, I just watched it and I can tell you it is absolute hot garbage. I gotta judge it as I would judge any other anime, and it suffers from many flaws. Let's put aside the fact it's a hentai for now and talk about it. There's minimal animation, the visuals bleed the 2000 look, and it hasn't really aged well. Character designs are unappealing, and the voice acting is cringe-inducing, but that's usually the norm for that side of the industry. Story-wise, I mean, the premise had something going on. A group of policewomen in charge of destroying a sex slave operation. That was at least intriguing. Bad guys has a special serum named Camila that brainwashes ladies injected with it, and thus the inappropriate side begins. As far as scoring a hentai goes, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. It was made before the censor law got enforced, so it's uncensored. And there's a minimally cohesive story. That's more than the average hentai, so,
セペッシュのアジトもかなり抑えたけど、一刻も早くレッド。そのためには。
So there you have it. What a cleverly crafted masterpiece that is. I bet you can't wait to go and watch it on your own time. But until then, it is my duty to pick the final one for today, which is gonna be fucking shit. Alright, I guess it's gonna be one of those days. Yoko no Ken, again, Samurai XXX. I hate this. I hate this very much. Warning, absolutely not for children. Could have fooled me. Alright, let's talk about it. Please don't censor my video, YouTube. Samurai Triple X. Let's play the fucking clip.
そして隣国に潜入した理由はもう一つ。それは10年前にさらわれた義理の妹サヨを探すためである。
Entry number 5, Samurai XXX. Hey, nothing like having 2 of them at once, so at least we can have some comparative ground. And well, if you thought a previous one was bad, you're in for a whole lot worse. Yoko no Ken, which is the Japanese title, is a story about a wandering swordsman who needs to find a secret treasure. Kind of like One Piece, but the treasure is super well hidden, and to find where it is, the main character has to go around and sleep with several magical ninja girls who have the map painted on their backs. Oh, so it's exactly like One Piece. Everything is just as bad as you'd expect, but again, the show was made in 2004, so before the censorship law got applied. Enjoy your uncensored smutty stuff if you're into it, but honestly, there's a lot of better ones out there than this show. Oh yeah, a score. A 2 out of 10 seems oddly generous. It sucks, pun intended. So there you have it. 5 anime of the week. It wasn't supposed to be like this, I swear. I came in this morning, drinking my coffee, I was like, oh, we're gonna do another 5 anime of the week. I love doing those. Maybe we'll get something cool like Kimi no Na wa, or maybe something a little more obscure like Wreck, or... No, we got porn today. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. It's always really appreciated. And if not, you can always subscribe and come back next week. We're gonna try and do this again. Hopefully we'll get better entries then. So thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you again very soon next time. Love ya!
The hard times, I've been on the wrong side, I've been ashamed. So many memories, you know I'd like to change.